Hello guys! How good is the new Boss Lucky Block enchant? Well, thank you for asking, because in today's video I will be showing you the power of the new enchant. For the people that don't know what I'm talking about, Boss Lucky Block enchant is one of the new enchants added to the game a few days ago. It costs 2.4k Robux, the same as the Boss Chest Mimic. So what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna be comparing Boss Lucky Block enchant against the Boss Chest Mimic. They're kinda the same in wrap, but the question is, are they the same in power as well? And that's what I'm gonna be showing you exactly, because I made a few pre-recordings of 15 minutes each. I used to do 5 minutes each before, but people told me it's not as accurate because 5 minutes is short, which is true. So I decided to do longer comparisons, in this case 15 minutes each. It's not too long but also not too short, so it will give you a good idea of how strong they really are. But before we get to the comparisons, I'm gonna go to the last area and show you guys how much each of those drop, because as some of you guys know and that have watched my Boss Chest Mimic video, they know that Boss Chest Mimic drops 25 drops per chest, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick exactly so everyone is on the same page. Just let me spawn in one, please. Alright, there we have it. So let me clean up the numbers in my inventory so you guys can see exactly how much. Bam. Okay, let's see. 25 and wait, what? Did they change it? I swear it was 25 always in the previous update. Let me retry it again. Or did they nerf it because the area is also smaller? I have no idea. Let me test it on the second one. 22? Okay. Yeah, they did nerf the drops on the Boss Chest Mimic. Wait, I'm curious about the small one. Just an experiment. Wait, what? Guys, they nerfed the chest mimic as well. Let me spawn in another small chest mimic, because that would explain a lot of why we are getting so little drops. I thought it was mainly because of the smaller area, but if we are getting less drops from each of the enchants, that would explain a lot. So 83, never mind, that was 19, that's what I usually get. Let me spawn in one more, just in case. But I don't know why that small enchant before gave me like 5 drops only. Okay, wait, a boss chest spawned in. Let me test that again. 23. Okay, it definitely nerfed it a little bit because it used to drop 25 always. That's a small nerf, I guess. I still want to test out the mini ones. Wait, 28? Okay, it gave me 20. Okay, never mind, guys. It was a false alarm about the mini chest. I still don't get why the purple one gave me like 5 drops only. But. So the new boss chest enchant, it drops instead of 25, now drops from 22 or 23 drops each. But that's still more than the boss lucky block, because I believe it drops 18 each. Let's see. 14. Am I tripping? I swear I tested this before and it kept dropping 18. Let me retry some more. Alright. One spawned in. Let's remove the numbers and let's see. 16. Okay. Yeah, I guess there is a range for the boss lucky enchants as well, but in general it drops less than the boss enchant by like a few drops. But obviously if you AFK a long time, it stacks up, so the difference will be noticeable. So based on the drops alone, in my opinion, the boss lucky block should be lower wrap than the boss chest mimic. But as you guys might know, the wrap sometimes in the game does not really have real logic behind it, because a lot of people don't test out the stuff like I'm doing right now, for example. But now that's out of the way, I will be showing you guys the comparisons. Guys, before I continue, I will be announcing the winners of the previous video. And guys, I have to tell you something. My last 2 videos have been doing crazy good. They both have over 50k views, and I did not expect that huge support. And obviously, the more support I get, the more I give away. So in today's video, I will be giving away quite a bit of 1 million diamonds to multiple people, because the support I'm getting is crazy. But yeah, guys, while I'm at it, you should join my Discord server, because I do a lot of big giveaways right there, and I'm also building up a very fun community right over there. So if you are interested, you're always welcome to join my server, and that way you guys can always interact with me. If you have any questions or you want tips or something, I'm always open to chat in my server, so don't waste time and join up. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching my video so much. It helps me a lot. And you know what would help me a lot more? Is if you press the like button and comment down. And while you're commenting, you should comment down your IGN, because that's exactly how these people won 1 million diamonds each. All you have to do is like, comment and subscribe. and that's it. After a few days, I pick up random winners from the comment picker site. So obviously, if you want to have a chance of winning free diamonds, you know what to do. Anyways, let's dive back into the video and start showing off the comparisons. Also, before I start showing off the comparisons, some people might have the question of why should I even do a comparison if we already know that the boss chest mimic drops more drops than the boss lucky block. But guys, we haven't tested one crucial thing as well, because first we did test the amount of drops you get from each, but what we did not test is how often they spawn in, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be showing you in those comparisons. After that is done, we will know the answer of which is better. As you guys can see, there's not a very big difference when we look at the drops themselves, but you still have the advantage of having more drops when you use a boss chest mimic, simply by the amount of drops each of the chest gives. And I did take some notes on how many boss lucky blocks and how many boss chest mimics spawned in, and when we look at those, I would say they have pretty much the same spawn rate. It just there is a little bit of RNG included as well, because the boss lucky block spawned in 16 times in those 15 minutes, while the boss chest mimic spawned in 18 in the same amount of time. Not a very big difference in spawn rate, but when the boss chest mimic has more drops per spawning, and it's basically GG, because lucky block doesn't really stand a chance against the boss chest mimic, but it's still a very good enchant to use on the other enchant slots. Anyways, I will also still be showing the 2 boss lucky block enchants versus the 2 boss chest mimics for the people that are curious on how well they stack when you use 2 instead of 1. So without further ado, enjoy the next comparison. And when we take a look at the 2 boss lucky blocks versus the 2 boss chest mimics, you also see a very small difference. It's not as big as when we compared the 1-to-1, but you still see that the boss chest mimic has more drops. But not looking at the drops themselves, I also took notes on how many lucky blocks spawned in and how many boss chests spawned in. And the answer is the boss lucky had 39 spawns in 15 minutes, while the boss chest had 37 spawns. And if you remember, in the 1-to-1 comparison, the boss chest had 2 more spawns, but in this case it has 2 less spawns. So that's what makes me believe the spawn rate of those 2 are pretty much the same. It's just that the boss chest mimic has more drops in each spawning. In general, if we talk about which one is better, then the answer is boss chest mimic, but the wrap is still the same. I would say abuse it and buy the boss chest mimic before it goes up even more. And the thing is, it will not stay in the shop for a long time. They still give people the last chance, so if you do not own one, I would say grab one as soon as you can, because once it's out of the shop, it will only go up in wrap. And for the people that are curious how many drops I gain with my full loadout, I also have made a pre-recording for that specifically, so I'm just gonna be showing that for the people that are really curious about it and see the huge gap in drop total when I have the full loadout equipped, because these new enchants that give drops are very OP, especially when you stack them up like I am. For example, 2 chest mimics, 2 boss and 2 boss blocks. Personally, I would not equip more than 2 of each, because I've already tested it and I didn't really feel a difference. So in my opinion, that's waste of diamonds and a spot for different enchants. But what I did instead was I gave my spare ones to my alts, so they all have those enchants equipped and gave me even more drops. Anyways, enjoy the 15-minute time lapse.
hard. I'm by your side. Nothing matters when it's right. Pick me up, put back down, hold my hand, keep me grounded.
Alright, in my full loadout, the amount of drops I get is a lot more than in those previous comparisons, as you guys can see. But in this update, I'm also getting a lot less drops compared to the previous update, because before I used to get over 2k drops every 5 minutes. So if that were the case still right now, I would have had over 6k drops. But as you guys can see, it's barely over 4k. So they indeed did nerf the drops by having a smaller area. And as I showed you, they even nerfed the amount of drops you can get from the boss chest and the boss lucky blocks. But regardless, I'm still making a lot of drops, especially if I combine all of my accounts together, so I'm still not really complaining. Anyways, I hope this video helped a lot of people, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.